Okay, so this is the final level of Hyper-Electro. Spidey versus Hyper-Electro. Your eyes do not deceive you on the timer of this video. This is a really long boss fight.
Electro will be unstoppable if I don't end this here and now.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do is get rid of these generators. Because if you don't, really bad things will happen later on. You'll hate yourself if you don't do this. You'll find out soon enough. But anyway, yeah, just take out the generators. Electro will try to harass you while doing it, and...
Hold your horses, we can play in a minute.
Let this be our final battle.
And yeah, he's invincible.
Electro's invulnerable in his lightning form.
I am more than that.
There, try recharging now, Sparky.
So yeah, Spidey told you what happens.
This range should be weakening him. Boy, I wish he knew that.
Well, that's quite a weakness that doesn't come into play here. But, yeah.
I'd give my web shooters for a Quinjet right now. First, I have to disable the capacitors along the sides. If Electro doesn't flash fry me first.
And now you gotta take out these generators. Because the other ones weren't enough. This is just so Hyper-Electrical can hit something that turns him back to human form. And, well, yeah, that's what you do for all four of these. You can punch them too, but they still have Electro's bad collision from a previous fight. So yeah, the whole gimmick here is now you gotta get Electro to hit these, which may take a while. But when he does it...
It worked! Those generators make Electro vulnerable!
And do not touch the electricity on hard mode. That's the biggest difference on hard mode. He cannot be hit physically, all without taking damage anyway. If you touch his the electricity connecting him while he's doing that, yeah, sort of like that, but yeah, do not touch the electricity when he's back in human form. That'll only make him, well, actually that'll make you get hurt, and he will have enough time to recover from the electricity. That is seriously annoying, but that's how you do it. Basically, on hard mode, you can only hit him with impact webbing the whole time.
No Blackbird, no Helicarrier, no Fantastic Car, no reinforcements. Where's the love, people? Where is the love?
So yeah, you can only do chip damage to Electro the whole time. This basically turns the boss fight, what is normally probably 5 minutes on every other difficulty, to 10 minutes on, well, hard mode. This is a really stupid design. I don't get why they did it. Like, I don't know why, seriously.
Man, you'd think a guy would get wise to this trick.
Anyway, the other attacks that Electro now has in his lightning form is he can generate that giant spark thing, you know, anytime he wants now. Well, he used to just only bounce you off of him and that was it. Now it can harm you. And he has a lightning staff too, but that's just the attack he only does when he gets really close to you. He rarely does it. Yeah, they gave him they just gave him an attack that doesn't even let him do anything. You're more likely to get hit by anything else but the lightning staff. And he still has, well, electricity, obviously. So Hyper-Electro. I'm pretty sure he's been in some other media as well. Usually not looking like this, but yeah, something like completely blue. I mean, it's pretty sure that's the way he looked like in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie. He wasn't, you know, the green suit with electricity aesthetics. No, he just he was actually, you know, energy. But yeah, he's energy now. So what else? it looked like we're fighting on the Twin Towers here, but we're not. See that bridge over there? That's just to make it seem as if we're not on the World Trade Center. This game was released around the time of really close to the 9/11. You all know what happened in those events, so I won't recap you on that. But I will tell you is that this game had to go through tons of revisions just to accommodate, at least being respectful to the victims of 9/11. So one of the things that was removed is the World Trade Center. Instead, now we're fighting on some generic building. Although, I don't think I'm going to change my mind on saying that, yeah, we're on the World Trade Center. Only just a little messed up in appearance. And the other changes they have in 9/11 was some smaller changes. I mean, only 2 other cutscenes in this game were modified along with the one that you just saw in the previous part. But yeah, other numeral changes, something done to the credits. Oh yeah, one of Spidey's new lines in this game is that he usually says "wonderful" whenever he falls to his death in this game. It was originally just the scream from the first game, but they had to change it, as respect, I guess.
Let's see you power up from a broken tower, Electro.
And that's exactly why you want to take those generators out over there. If you didn't, imagine all the effort that I just did, but now you have to start back from square one.
Dying time is here, Spider-Man!
And I'm not kidding, he restores all his health. All of it. Not just that small tiny chunk you just saw. No, all of it. So you cannot, afford to, unless you're really patient, you cannot afford to do that. You cannot afford to miss those generators. But anyway, back on the topic of 9/11 changes. Among other changes, there's some lines possibly edited. I know one of the warehouse 67 or something. Well, whatever what it was. One of the warehouse levels, basically the 4th level of the game, one of its lines was changed. And most definitely one of the bigger changes is during the Hangar 18 levels. There's this, if you remember from this Let's Play anyway, there was a cutscene that showed a plane getting destroyed. That was removed in the version that I'm using here. I only just edited it in along with every other cutscene. And normally in the level you're supposed to see a plane that's destroyed at the beginning. The flaming sound effects and all still in the game, but just removed. Even Spidey still references it, but it just makes less sense now. And what else? Yeah, that's sort of about it with the more relevant 9/11 changes. This game just came out the wrong time. If you ever check on the disc, they didn't actually do much changes to the files. Like, you could tell which one's been modified before the event and after the event. Like, if I remember correctly, the game seemed to have finished development back in July, but thanks to what happened in September 11, some files had to be changed. So yeah, if you ever look inside your disk, you can always find out what things have been changed just on time before, things got bad. Otherwise, yeah.
He's flickering! Maybe I've damaged the device!
So yeah, and if you do enough damage to a Hyper-Electro here, he's half hyper now, I guess. Means the Bionexus device is damaged.
Note to self, avoid electrified mines.
Oh yeah, and avoid electrified mines, of course. He always lays those out every time he after he gets hit by the sparks. And yeah, he just leaves him everywhere, so sort of makes a mess of it. Otherwise, yeah, I think we're finally closing to an end at least. I mean, the Bionexus device is destroyed, so he's gonna be human again eventually after enough damage. So really, I guess the whole boss fight is not really so much harming Electro's destroying the Bionexus device he has on him. And once the Bionexus device is destroyed, well, he can't be a god anymore. So in essence, you're fighting a god in this boss.
Time to pour it on!
So yeah, you're fighting a god here. I mean, his plan went to fruition, just that luckily he decided to be in the wrong place to become a god.
What have you done to me?
So yeah, we're finally putting him back in his place. Yeah, I guess you can't just go and be on top of the world every time. There's always something that will ruin the fun. But it doesn't matter now. The day is saved. Yet again.
This goes to show that good wins because evil is dumb. What the... Now what's this all about? Ugh, I need a new agent.
Full house, aces over kings. I win again.
I was never any good at poker.
No, so close, so close! If it weren't for Spider-Man, I'd be a god now!
Would you shut up?
No.
You know any other games? All I know is poker.
Nah, but maybe they know a few. Hey! You guys know how to play Go Fish?
Wes Merritt's a mutant? I knew it! Hey, are the X-Men hiring? Well, somebody has to root for the bad guys. Hey, I think I know that guy. It's Spider Gap. I could swear he was doing that the last time I passed by here. Where'd he go? All right, that's coming straight out of your security deposit. Wow, he does windows too. Whoa, whoa, she looks dangerous. Oh, come on, Carl, not again. This is the third time this week. No debugger and no RAM make Dave go crazy. I guess Ben is up to his normal shenanigans. Yes, nice texture, good contrast. Brent, this time you are responsible. There may be more of them. I should look around. You move me, Jim. You really move me. Who needs milestones when you can web swing?
So that's Spider-Man 2 Hyper-Electro. Well, a game, the sequel to Neversoft's Spider-Man, this one developed by Vicarious Vision. Well, needless to say, I guess I could say I didn't really, not like it, but it's not really all that great. I mean, what do I like? I like the changes to the controls, at least. You know, like changing the way, basically enhancing Spider-Man's abilities. You know, impact webbing upon jumping is a nice one. Maybe mapping some stuff around. But otherwise, I think that's one of the few things I could say I'd really like, besides, you know, just Spider-Man himself has been improved in this game. That's about all you could say that's good. My biggest gripe is with the level design. It's just seriously not, you know, the best. I mean, sometimes they're either just not straightforward enough, or it's too straightforward. Well, I guess there hasn't been an example of not straightforward enough. But really, this is not as fun. You don't really enhance your abilities somewhat. And just feels more like, and the game seriously feels more like a sequel just for the sake of a sequel, rather than, you know, something made by, you know, fans, people that really care about the Spider-Man name. What other gripes? Oh yeah, the bosses. As you could tell, that's the worst boss I ever played in ever. Hyper-Electro did not deserve to take up so much time on hard mode. Sandman also probably shouldn't have taken as long as it should have. Shocker was pitifully short. I mean, you just yanked a few boxes on him and he's done. That's it. Lizard, probably one of the more, you know, balanced bosses. I mean, sure, he might take you a little long, but it's a boss that has a working gimmick, and yeah, it's nice. And what about the plot? It's, it does what it does. Good, I guess. Nothing complicated. It's even more simple, but it's a little less fun than Spider-Man 1's. But that's usually the case with these games. But anyway, this won't be it for Spider-Man. I'll be doing the next game, Spider-Man the movie game, on the Xbox. If you know that game very well, you'll know why you should play it on the Xbox.
Until next time, true believers, Excelsior!
But anyway, that's it for Hyper-Electro. It's a good game, but that's just average otherwise. Anyway, see you next time for the next Spider-Man game. This is Not Your Usual Zero, signing off.
I'll be back in Spider-Man the movie game, folks. See you then.